Well, hello everybody. Andrew here from Amphlett Reviews, here doing a very special video with HKB's Leon. How's it going, buddy? You alright?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you, Andrew. Been very excited to finally collab again. It's been a long while,
Yeah,
and yeah,
far too
thank you for having me.
Yeah, we've been talking behind the scenes, seeing if we can get some projects on the way, some collaborations, some fun ideas, and I think this is one of the ideas I actually think is quite fun. Talking about some of our favorite releases from 2026, specifically January to April. By the time this video comes out, should just about cap the end of April, and then I think we'll do this a bit more of a rotation, maybe every couple of months or so, maybe just see what's coming out. I think there'll be a big one I think in June that we're both going to agree upon. I think you know what it is.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
but it's interesting. Just before we start, this video is going to be the top three physical media. I would say doesn't have to be exclusively film. It could be TV potentially. But just three editions that we think we really like have been a highlight to 2026 from January to April. I would encourage everyone to put their recommendations at the bottom because there's definitely probably some UK, some Australian, American imports, Germany. There's all sorts of great editions that do come out. And one of the things I noticed before we start the video properly is looking at my collection is like, wow, there's been more for 2025 than I thought with this year. And it's kind of bleed in. It's like, oh, I'll pick that. Oh, wait a minute, it's like just on the cusp of December. It's kind of catching me out a little bit. So I have to really think about what did I actually pick up this year? Like, what have I actually bought? I don't know if you had that same problem or not, but
I cheated. I had a little look on Blu-ray.com, but then I did also think, this is our video, our plan. We can break the rules if we want to. So yeah.
wow, I'm curious to see if you know about those rules already. I'm going to mention the honorable mentions. I don't know if you have any, but if you're not, that's fine.
Hmm.
So, honorable mention, I will pick first. It's just a really cool film, a great addition. It's Predator Badlands. I don't know if you can see that very well.
Nice, nice.
Predator films, I mean, I really like them. Apart from The Predator, I got the Steelbook editions for all of them, and I think this is just a really solid release. 4K transfer, all the extras are great, and just a great film.
I didn't pick out honourable mentions this time, but
Hmm.
I may well do next time.
So looking at what actually came out this year, and I've got all my little selection there, is Chronicles of Riddick. For
Nice.
edition, 4K, incredible release. I mean, I'm a big fan of the Pitch Black Riddick universe, Vin Diesel. There is meant to be a fourth one on the way. In terms of this edition, I think it's great because you do get the theatrical director's cut, and you do get this limited exclusive presentation, this like theatrical alternative aspect ratio, which I think was quite interesting, like a cinema exclusive.
Hmm.
I think they did a really good job of restoring this in all its glory. It looks fantastic compared to the old Universal Blu-ray, and loads of new special features, just diving into the production and really diving into what made this film special. I mean, I think it's quite an underrated movie. I don't think many people
Hmm.
may have watched it. Maybe people have kind of shunted it when it came out. I'm not too sure. There's a lot of Pitch Black hardcore fans there. This is a chance for this character to explore in a bigger universe, bigger
Hmm.
sandbox, I would say. I think a great release. I love this, the artwork, the slipcase. I think it's great on both sides,
Nice.
and it matches quite well with my previous Pitch Black as well,
I have that
which
one.
I've got.
Hmm.
Which, fun fact, if anyone did actually pick this up, the 4K edition for Pitch Black 1 didn't include the slipcase. The slipcase only included on the Blu-ray. So I had to get
All right.
this and then get a Blu-ray version to get the slipcase to include it, which is really bizarre. I don't know
Well, I'm not
why they've done.
sure whether I've got that or not now. I will have a look later because I thought I did have a slipcase and I can't. I don't think I ordered the Blu-ray. So
It's
hmm.
weird, but yeah, if you get the Blu-ray edition, you get the slipcase. But if you got the 4K, you didn't get a slipcase. Weird, but it just on the shelf wise, it's just going to mess with my OCD massively. So just having it like that
Yeah.
looks
No,
pretty
that looks
nice.
good. That
And
looks good.
they are going to be doing the third one.
Riddick.
In terms of Riddick, the third
Hmm.
entry, it's already about Shout Factory. I think it's already had it for I think
Yeah.
about 7 months now. But Arrow definitely are going to be doing the third one for sure. I can feel it, and I'll wait and then add it to the collection. So yeah, I would say Chronicles of Riddick, I say, is one of my top ones for this year. Came out the 16th of March, 2026, which is my birthday, which is great.
Nice.
So it's good.
Nice. And I like that they had, was it Dark Fury on the Pitch Black, the animated one that was in
Yeah,
between. I thought that was quite good as well. I quite enjoyed that. Yeah. So I'm just going to preface my picks by saying that I'm usually a bit of a cheapskate, so I come to a lot of releases late when they're in the sale. So that may kind of influence my picks a little bit because money is not bottomless at
no, of course
HKB.
not.
And so my first pick is something I had sent to me. I know Andrew would have had this. And I was particularly impressed with the release, which was the Chinese Ghost Story trilogy. Now, I love these films. I've always loved these films. I think the first time I saw them was on like Channel 4 late at night. A lot of people around my sort of age group will remember seeing them on that. And then there was like the Made in Hong Kong VHSs, which was very nice at the time. And I can't remember then whether I got them. I think I did have a Hong Kong Legends of them. If it was available, I would have had it.
Mm.
And then I had the Fortune Star DVD box set, which is next door. I also had the Nova Media Blu-ray, and
I'll
then
see
to
differentiations.
get
Yeah.
to get this was nice. I know a lot of people were a little concerned that hey, why not 4K? And I got to admit, I was on that bandwagon a little bit, and then I put in the disc, and I was like saying to Shaz, I'm like, geez, I said I'm not really sure they can get it that much better than what they got it. I thought it just the presentation with this was absolutely lovely. It blew me away. I was really impressed with what Imprint Asia have been doing, as I know you have, and
Yeah, absolutely.
I know a lot of people will probably hang on to see what Arrow do with those, but yeah, I was like really made up. Really, you know, that was a early release this year, I guess, and I just absolutely loved it. Phenomenal films, really nice packaging, and I couldn't leave it out. I know it wasn't 4K, but I just couldn't leave it out. I just loved it so much, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give that a shout on my choices. I think.
Well, why not? Why not? Did came out in February, I believe, in
Mm.
Australia, and yeah, I got that same edition. It's one of my ones to dive into soon with in a re-review.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, nothing needs to have a 4K transfer as long as it's a 4K restoration. Like the Blu-ray can actually be really, really good. You know, sometimes a 4K can do very little difference ultimately, but the main thing is having the films in the best possible presentation, which
Mm.
they are. All those wonderful extras, which you never would have had previously,
Oh
and
yeah,
to get it in the outstanding packaging, which is something that I do commend Imprint Asia
yeah,
a lot in terms of the hardback editions and steel books. They're just,
yeah,
yeah, for films that you love and maybe like you've got every iteration of. It's one to celebrate and yeah, absolutely. So I can see why you picked it on your top three for
yeah.
sure.
You
Fantastic.
people are going to discover as we do these videos that I'm a sucker for hard box. I can't help it.
I'm a sucker for steelbooks. I'm a bit more selective now than I was then.
Mm.
Obviously, with the Predator film as mentioned there. But if I've got like steelbooks for previous films, I would tend to get the next one. It would just annoy me. Or if I have a slipcase, I want the slipcase. Or it annoys me if they change the artwork too much drastically.
Mm-hmm.
Just one of those things as a collector, I suppose. But moving on with the second one, it was a off between the two. I don't know which one I should pick. All right, I'm gonna go over it. So Radiance Kimishi's
Ooh,
Underworld
nice.
Chronicles collection, which I have done all three videos ready for these, so they'll be dropping on the channel soon. I have dived into them and talked about them. Incredible. It's a director that, if anyone's watched my channel enough, I tend to go into a bit of a tangents with different directors, with
Mm.
Hong Kong and Japanese cinema. And once I fixate on one director, I was like, oh, I want to see more of his work. I want to understand him, what kind of movies he's done, where he started, and Takemichi is just one I've seen in different bits here and there, like really late 2000s, like 13 Assassins remake recently did, some of his earlier stuff. Uh, and this one is like, I just couldn't pass on it. I mean, Radiance are a fantastic label anyway, and they're just really giving out some really unknown or really hot access Japanese titles and giving them one of their first times on 4K, I believe, for this one, Next Generation.
Oh yeah, I've not seen that one.
Yeah. Never seen any of these films before, and they're great. They're so fun.
I love
So different as
Nikkei.
well. Yeah.
He's
So
really the definition of prolific, isn't he? He's done so many films.
Yeah, it's the thing. He's such a very diverse, like, filmmaker. The fact he can do something like a manga adaptation, then do like a 2 hour and a half, like election style kind of Yakuza film, very bold,
Mm.
very slice of life type movie, and then do a madcap one for the Deadly Outlaw, and then doing something like a remake like 13 Assassins, or doing Ace Attorney, like based on the video game. It's crazy what kind of movies he can present and put out there. But one of the things I do love on this edition, in terms of the new extras you do get with the director, talks about how he made them, what was the thinking behind them, and I'm just going to focus on making the best film I can at the time. I'm not going to
Mm.
worry about if it's bad or good. I'm going to move on to the next one. Move on to the next one. He's not like sitting there like deeply analyzing his movie. He's just like, I made a film with the resources, with the cast. I had fun. Maybe there's some problems. Maybe there wasn't. Do you like it? Okay, never mind. I'll move on to the next one. I love that. And there's a reason why he's done over 120 movies,
Oh
and
yeah.
I've barely scratched the surface. But in terms of this edition, I definitely think it deserves a shout because I really thoroughly enjoyed my time watching all three films and diving into those extras. And again, I just love the presentation that Radiance does. It's just the box sets are incredible. They line up really well. So
Nice.
yeah, definitely shout
That's a
out
beautiful set.
for this one.
I'm kind of surprised nobody's put out Ichi the Killer yet, because everybody, that's on the lips when you talk about, Mike, and it's like, well, where's the additions of that? Because I'm sure they've got the elements for it, and a lot of the other older stuff like Dead or Alive's come out, auditions come out, Arrow released those,
It
so
it definitely seems to be Arrow and Radiance so seem to be going back and forth. And I know America's
mm,
a bit split, like very different distribution companies have access to his films. So it definitely seems to be those two. Arrow, Radiance seems to be like trying to fight maybe to get his films on like a more easier access release on a Blu-ray, some new extras. So hopefully some more maybe down the line from either
oh yeah.
label
I
potentially.
mean, it's healthy competition, because I think Radiance are really, giving Arrow a bit of a run for the money with what they're putting
Oh
out.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. They're pumping out some films that I've never heard of, or if you try and find them anywhere, they've not even got a DVD release. There's
Yeah, absolutely. They line up nice on the shelf as well, don't they? I was listening to the Radiance podcast, and shout out to our friend the Fanatical Dragon. He was on the episode, and he pointed out that they used the same artist for the covers, so everything kind of
yeah,
matches up. And I'm like, wow, yeah, I didn't even
just kind of
register
like
that.
pre-radiances, and look at that, it just
Yeah,
lines
it's
up on the
beautiful, isn't it?
beautiful.
It looks good.
To me, and just the artwork's fantastic, and it's very consistent. All their editions.
Nice. Okay, you ready for my next choice, Andrew?
Yeah, very very curious.
I don't know whether you got this one or not. You may have. It's from America, Vinegar Syndrome, and it is Hong Kong
Oh, okay.
Volume 2, Made in Hong Kong Volume 2. Have you got that one?
I haven't got it. No, I didn't even get volume one. It's just again, as you talked about before, you just got to pick and choose sometimes, and
Yeah.
um,
It
I've heard.
is.
Is it are these good films? Good addition. I mean, those ones I don't think I've had good releases
It,
previously to that.
it's, I guess it's for you, like, hardcore sort of Hong Kong fan. I do have number one, but I was late to it, so I got it without the box, and just the
Okay.
standard Blu-ray. But this one, I leapt on it. I thought, well, I'm not missing out this time, like, and because I do like the presentation. This is the film, The Best of the Best, with Jackie
Nice.
Chung Da, and that
Okay.
is a very young Sammy Cheng,
Nice.
and obviously seeing Sean Lau up here. Yeah, it's a bit of a collage of images, and I've only watched Best of the Best so far, but we've got Final Justice on there and New York Chinatown,
Trying to.
and
Yeah.
yeah, I do love these type of films when they dig a little bit deeper into some of the Hong Kong releases. We've got a nice booklet there as well, so presentation is always very nice with Vinegar Syndrome as well, and yeah, I've heard about some of these films like on Podcasts on Fire. Shout out to those guys, great podcast as well, and yeah, I really really enjoyed Best of the Best. It's a very early Herman Yao film, and the plethora of extras on it. It's absolutely incredible. I never thought I'd see like a selection of extras for a film that deep down the well
Yeah.
from Hong Kong. Like it gets me really excited, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can't wait to dive into the others. But even just on the strength of watching that one film and that one lot of extras, I'm like, I'm really jazzed. And I thought, you know what, I love the artwork on this. I love the presentation. I thought I've got to give these guys a shout out because out of
Mm.
everything that I've got in that first quarter, this is one of the things that I'm kind of putting on a pedestal, and I think I really love that. I love what Vinegar Syndrome are doing. I hope we get Made in Hong Kong volumes 3, 4, and 5. And they dig down the well and pull out some of these titles that haven't been seen. Because a lot of the stuff that comes out over here, I love it, but it has been seen, it has been released before, and as
Yes.
I like digging and mining and finding something
Yeah,
that
absolutely. Absolutely.
nobody's like really put focus on. So I enjoyed that and I applaud it, and yeah, I will welcome many more of those if they want to put them out, send them our way. Very happy to.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed with Vinegar Syndrome. Like I said, I am quite selective of the ones I pick up because they can be quite pricey in terms of the import. It's good if you're buying bulk films, obviously, because the shipping is one
Mm,
price if you buy loads. So
yeah.
it definitely is a good spend day. There's going to be quite a few editions on there, but there are a lot of the Hong Kong ones, especially like again they're beating like Arrow, beating some of the other players to it. Doing some ones. Oh, I never would have expected that to get a premium release. New
Mm,
transfer and new extras, and yeah, sometimes they are first to the scene. And those three films, I've never heard of them. It's great to get like a great packaging and to kind of celebrate them, and it's good to have it as a volume as well. Like the fact they've selected those three films put together,
mm,
it gets you excited for what potentially could do next. And I have
yeah.
noticed they've been doing a lot with that with the Japanese and the Hong Kong stuff. And even now, I think there's some exclusive ones there that still haven't been got a UK release, haven't got no one else has done it. So
Yeah,
they've been
this
first
will
on the
make
scene.
you laugh. Actually, I said I didn't have an honourable mention, but I'll go back on that now.
Okay, all
Because
right.
I did pick one up. It was a Vinegar Syndrome partner, and I kicked myself afterwards because I realised that Radiance had released it after I'd ordered it, and I'm like, oh bugger, because I like picking up the Radiance stuff because I love the
Yes.
presentation, and it was Warm Water Under a Red Bridge.
Okay.
So that's a Shoei Imamura film, and
Hmm.
I think he was in his 80s when he did this. It was his last film. He had something to say. You had Koji Yakusho in there, who's like Mancha's top Japanese actor, and
Hmm.
it's a really I can't come out and tell you the synopsis without it sounding weird. Have a look later, and then bear in mind he is a bit of an auteur, like, and it was really bizarre what he was saying, but it was actually I started off laughing and then nearly ended up crying in that film, and I would recommend that people have a look at it, whether they're going to get the Radiance or they're going to get the I can't remember which label it is, but it's one of the Vinegar Syndrome partner labels, and
Hmm.
really really good film. So it's a little bit late, but there's my honourable mention.
Oh, it's good to get like to give it a chance. It's one of the things we do love about collecting. As I mentioned, there's the big profile ones that we're definitely going to get 100%, and there's ones like I'm going to take a gamble. I've never heard of those films or never heard of that title, and whether it's an import, whether it's a UK one, to take a chance. You might
Mm.
find something quite special, or a director, or a film which is so hidden that it's never had a chance to be shown in a way that it has been as a new edition. So it's not just for me, not just a collector's kind of like item or like, it's also experiencing that film in like the best possible way, and to get a healthy amount of extras from the community. There's so many people from the community that obviously do these audio commentaries. Ones you mentioned there. They have some wonderful insight or some production history that we just never would have known. So I think it's good to take a chance, and it's great that Syndrome have done something like that.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
Kudos to them.
so for my last one, I think it's going to be an obvious one. Pretty sure it'd be an obvious one. I think it'd be criminal not to put it. It is hard boiled.
Nice, nice.
I mean, how could I not put it? It's definitely in. It's yeah, it's been out already in terms of Shout Factory's edition, but in terms of the UK, it is 2026, and it's just the film that I never would have expected to own it in this version, in this format, on 4K. Incredible extras, just stuff I never knew about the film, and just to experience it in the best possible way. And I think it's good as well because I think it's given the film even more of an audience in terms of it dropping on our video play at some point. I think if it's not already, it will have a streaming rights as well in terms of Apple and Amazon. So I think it'll create more exposure for this film, for this transfer to get onto the other big players of the streaming services and give people a chance to check it out. Something that they've probably heard of for years, but never actually had a chance, or never been able to actually watch it unless you're digging out the old DVD or trying to find an upscale version. I think we all both had the Hong Kong Rescue version for the longest time. But I never thought this would get the edition it did, and I think it's just incredible. Arrow, Tony Stark artwork. I mean, what
That's
can you
beautiful, isn't
want
it?
there?
Beautiful.
And again, just love the packaging, and it matches really well as well. The Killer, which I recently got.
No. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a masterpiece, isn't it? And if I may be very cheeky and plug myself here, it was the number one film in my Leon's top 10 shootouts rundown that I did. Was the
Yes,
hospital shootout. Yeah,
incredible,
yeah,
incredible.
incredible masterpiece from John Woo. And yeah, I just love that we're getting these films and the editions that we're getting them now. It kind of blows my mind thinking what we've had and now what we've got, and it's like, oof. Okay, I'm gonna put my hand over here. I reckon you can guess this.
Okay.
Do you want to guess, or should I just go with it?
I want to say Hobbo 2, maybe? No? I want to say.
No, what?
Sure,
I'll
it's
tell you
got to
what.
be
You were
something.
close. It's Woo. It's The
Ah,
Better
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
nice. So in the
Yeah,
same realm.
yeah. So I mean, we've covered these. I mean, I love me some John Woo, as obviously you do yourself. And for me, it's unusual for me to watch all the extras on something when I get it straight away.
Mm.
But I couldn't stop watching. I couldn't stop watching what they added on, and oh my god, the work print of A Better Tomorrow too. I'm like,
I haven't seen it yet. I'm so jealous. Like it's something I'm quite excited to watch.
yeah,
Uh, do have issues with Bear Tomorrow 2. I'm looking forward to rewatching it again, given that 4K restoration, give that a chance. But that work print, I'm itching to check it out. Hopefully one day I can check it out soon.
yeah. I was blown away because it to me it was like a mythological thing. I'm like, is that real? And I never thought I'd see that. I think even John Woo thought it was lost for over 40 years. And
Mm.
then Brandon Bentley, shout out to that guy, got his hands on it. Well done, sir. Yeah, absolutely, mega impressed, blown away. There was so many good extras in that set, and I never thought I'd see the films looking that good. And I'm sure whichever version you get, Shout Factory probably done theirs already, haven't they? And
Yeah, Purchase of those, yeah. I think
Arrow will be
Imprints
on the
sort of got
way.
theirs released for March release. They haven't confirmed anything yet with Arrow, but I imagine it's on the way because they've done the Tony Stark artwork announced already. So I imagine. But it's interesting though, on that topic, is obviously they're on a hard board on the Killer. The next one is Blood in the Head. They're selecting their ones, despite Shout Factory already doing most of them already.
Yeah.
They're selecting which ones they're going to sell well, which they're going to play well. And I think they're doing a good job of doing the initial first three. I
Hmm.
imagine Bed Tomorrow's next after Bullet in the Head, and then probably do Once Upon a Thief. So they are selecting their ones quite well, I think, and giving the attention to detail. Not rushing the gate because they could have
Yeah.
easily just tried to catch up with everyone else, but everyone's going their own different speed
Yeah,
in
and
terms
you
of
got to
these
give
different
people
films.
time to get the money for the next lot, haven't
Oh
you?
yeah,
You
yeah,
can't do
exactly.
it
You
all at
can't put
once.
everything
I
yeah,
imagine
yeah.
everybody's doing a lot of overtime this year. All the bosses are like, "Oh my god, everybody's like really working hard this year."
I'm loving the John Woo interviews as well.
Yes.
Like, yeah, it's funny because I always keep thinking because I keep seeing the same background. They just get like lock him in a room for like a day or 2 days and made him talk about every single film he's ever done.
Yeah, he's still
It's kind
there.
of,
They won't let him out.
yeah, they're hour-long extras, and he's really going into a lot of detail about them, and it's really incredible to hear it from the man himself. And he's probably never talked about these films in um, probably years, I imagine. No one's probably reached out to him apart from his
Yeah.
old archival extras, probably.
And he
It
still
really is
seems
incredible.
passionate, doesn't he? He still seems
Mm.
passionate. He still talks about like his Chanche influences and
Yes.
everything. I like that. And it was funny because I was speaking to Shaz as we were putting the extras on, and then he nearly verbatim he came out and said things that I just told Chaz, and she was looking at me like, "Have you already watched these extras?" I'm like, "No, I swear to God, it's just pure
On the same
coincidence."
wavelength. Yeah, very
Yeah,
observant. So yeah.
yeah. So he's kept that through line throughout the years, like, because obviously I remember from when I was younger on other editions things that he'd said or I'd read, and then he came out and said it all. I'm like, bloody hell, that was a surprise. But yeah, really really cool, really good to get people that they've had involved, and like you said, a lot of people we know in the community have been working on this stuff, and they've been doing a bang up job on all these releases.
Yeah, I definitely think it's kind of a good time to do these kind of videos, right? Because 2026 is. I thought last year was good. I thought last year was really, really good for releases, like from like Australia, America, UK. But this year definitely seems to be. It's going to be topic. I think it's going to top it. I think it really is with these, especially with these editions coming out, getting films you never would have expected on 4K. And there's some big. I think there's going to be some big surprises later on the year for sure.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
based on all the ones we've just talked about, I think our video, we've got Radiance, Vinegar Syndrome. We get a healthy amount of key players here. So
Hmm.
I'm curious to see what potentially could be on the next listing for next time as well. But yeah, I think there's some good solid choices there
I
from
think
your
so.
end.
I'm very excited to see what people put in the comments as well. What they come up with that we might have missed and that they like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, guys. What auditions are you picking up? Auditions, I think your top three. What are you excited for? I mean, there's plenty to be excited for this year. So yeah, I've really enjoyed doing this, and we'll do another one in another couple of months' time, and then we'll see what's we'll surprise each other. Maybe some surprises in there. But yeah, it's been a blast, man. I really enjoyed this.
Absolutely. I really enjoyed this, Andrew. Thank you so much for having me. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one. And yeah, any future crossovers that we have. Absolutely
Yeah,
fantastic.
we've got a few things. We were discussing a few things in the work, so stay tuned. Check out Leon's channel. I will put a link in the description below. Doing some great content. He works 110%. I always love his, these types of videos, collaborations he does. I think you just recently done one like a recasting as
Mm-hmm.
well
Yeah,
video,
the
which I think
rapid
is
fire.
out now. So check that out. My name's been Andrew from Amphlett Reviews, and you've been Leon from HKB. And yeah, see you guys. Bye for now.